Let's go.
So, what'll you do with your share of the gold we take from Governor Torres? Return to Africa, prince among men?
I cannot return to a place I've never been. I was born in Trinidad, a slave from my first breath.
Ah. But wouldn't you feel, I don't know, more welcome there?
As you might feel more welcome in Paris.
Fair point.
With this skin and this voice, where can I go in the world and feel at ease? This country here is my best chance. This country called Jackdaw, where I know the names of all citizens and they know mine, and we work together. Not always out of love, but to keep our country afloat.
I think I understand you. Let's take her then. For the citizens of Jackdaw!
As we approach this fort, right away we use the spyglass to assess the threat. Here we can see a schooner and a brig. We'll have to deal with them as we fight the fort. Forts have towers that we need to take out before being able to infiltrate them for a ground assault. Here is a new weapon in the naval, the mortar. It is great against fort towers, does a lot of damage, and obviously you don't have to worry about guiding the shot. This is early in the game, so this is an easy fort with only 2 towers. The world consists of multiple zones. Each zone has 1 fort protecting it. The harder the zone, the harder the fort. We've managed to take 1 tower down. There is a lot happening and it can get intense. This is a naval sandbox, and in this case we chose to attack while there's a brig nearby. This could have easily happened at night or during a hurricane storm with water spouts and 30-foot waves. There could have been a bigger military presence. There is a lot of variety and a lot of different experiences that you can have in the naval. This enemy ship is a brig, which is a charger-type enemy. Here, he has begun his attack and is charging in to ram. Looking behind us automatically selects the new fire barrel weapon. Using fire barrels, we can use his attack against him and do some big damage. You have a lot of new weapons on the Jackdaw. Here, we combine the heavy shot with a swivel attack. If we had upgraded our ram, we could have used it to effectively do damage against him. But we'll finish him off with a mortar shot. This is harder to do as we have to lead the shot, but super effective when it lands. Now the brig is incapacitated, so we can board him if we choose to. But since we still have a tower to deal with, we'll take him down and go finish off this fort. Even though we've weakened the fort, these towers still do a lot of damage, so we still have to brace to defend ourselves. Now that the towers are down, we need to infiltrate to capture this fort. To capture a fort, you need to find and kill the fort commanders. Seamlessly, we go from the naval straight into the fort tower we just destroyed. The seamless concept was something we knew we needed to push because it brings the gameplay and immersion to a whole new level. There are multiple entrances that we can take, some faster than others. And as you enter a restricted area, Edward will put his hood on, giving you the cue that things will get more dangerous. Guards will attack you on sight. Here, the battle's already started. Taking advantage of the chaos, we'll rush in and find the commander. Edward is a very agile pirate and an assassin. Using his free running, we can easily scale the fort and find the commander. And there he is. Using the new free aiming, we can headshot his guards. This is something new in Assassin's Creed games. Now that we're close, we'll use our running assassinate to take him out and take the fort. Taking forts gives lots of rewards. It unfogs the map and shows the nearby locations. It unlocks side missions, shops, treasures, and collectibles. All things that help with the progression of Edward and the Jackdaw. And the best thing about taking a fort is that it's yours. It will attack enemy ships and protect you.
Well, hello, Your Excellency. I'd got word you might be here.
I know your face, pirate, but your name was borrowed the last time we spoke.
Ah, yes, I recall. I missed that one. So, what's a Templar Grand Master doing so far from his Castillo?
I'd rather not say.
And I'd rather not cut your lips off and feed him to you.
Creed 4 Black Flag, and I'm excited to show you more of our open world locations and activities. This is by far the biggest and most diverse game world we've ever built. Over 50 major locations and more than 75 uncharted islands. In this demo, we will be jumping around to different parts of the Caribbean world and showing off some of this diversity. Here we are on Andreas Island, a coconut island with a pirate village. Up ahead, we have a tavern. Taverns are places where you can hire crew, pay for secret information about valuable convoys, you can play mini-games, and of course, you can have a drink. To gain access to all of this, you need to prove yourself with your fists. Now that the fight is over, you have access to the tavern and its services. This being a tavern, there's always plenty of rum to be drank, but drinking too much will have some fun surprises for you. Now let's head to that viewpoint and sync up. Each viewpoint in the game is a small navigation puzzle to reach the top. Synchronizing unfogs the map, showing you nearby collectibles and activities, and it also becomes a fast travel point so that you can quickly get back here. The world is massive. We need it to make it comfortable and easy for you to get to where you want. These viewpoints are also an opportunity for us to show off how beautiful and expansive this world really is. Now we're heading to another important location, underwater shipwrecks. We are now able to access these locations because we recently purchased a diving bell. These are real 18th century devices that pirates and sailors used to access the underwater. Underwater is how the golden age of piracy started. Through an incredible hurricane, tons and tons of Spanish gold was lost at the bottom of the seabed. This attracted poor, jobless sailors and pirates to dive down and grab this treasure. It was important for us to include the underwater as a new environment because it was so important to the history of piracy. The underwater is full of unknown dangers and predators. You do have to pay attention and act quick, but the risk is worth the prize as you need a lot of money to get all the upgrades for your ship, the Jackdaw. Stealth is very important, even in the underwater. Here, we can use the seaweed and plant life to keep yourself hidden from sharks and other dangers. This is an air barrel. It's a one-time air refill, so use them wisely. Of course, you can always go back to the diving bell to refill. We are going to move to a different location now. This is a smuggler cave. This one happened to be accessed from the underwater, but not all of them are. Here, we ran in without looking around, and this got us in a little bit of trouble. but it was only 2 guys and we took one by surprise, so not too bad. Caves are heavy stealth locations. Stealth is key in this game. We've put a lot of effort in to make it a valuable and exciting gameplay for players. Since we came from the underwater, Edward does not have his weapons or guns. You will have to use your stealth tools to get through this. Here, we will utilize the whistle to take out the brute. Anytime an enemy is taken out, they will drop their weapon for you to use. Again, we are taking these guys by surprise and using their own weapons against them. Using just your fists keeps things quiet. This allows you to take advantage over the second guard. Up to this point, we've been doing a lot of pirating. This has attracted the attention of pirate hunters. This is fed back to you with the clashing swords above the health bar. This is a first level hunter after us. You can push the wanted system to reach level 4, where you have a fleet of intense aggressive hunters after you. The horn you heard indicates that this is a charger type ship. This ship is all about getting close and ramming. Each ship type has a unique sound associated to it, the scariest being the war drums of a man of war. Your first mate, Otowale, is always giving you helpful advice and feedback. The chain shot is a stun weapon. Hitting ships slows them down. Great for stopping a charger's attack. As the masts come down, we can start a boarding. We need to take out 10 crew members to win the boarding. Of course, we can do it any way we want. In this case, since this is a smaller ship, the swivel gun is very efficient. There are many objectives in the boarding system, including destroying powder keg reserves and removing the flag from the top mast. But the most basic objective is to eliminate the crew. Here you can see Edward utilizing his dual cutlasses and guns, combining them in counters and combo attacks. You do have a max of 4 shots before reloading, so make them count. Plundering a hunter allows you to send a very powerful ship to your fleet. They are also a good way to gain ammo for the Jackdaw. In this case, we will use this opportunity to lower our wanted level. A very important new activity in Black Flag is harpooning. Historically, pirates harpooned as a source of income.
Ready the whaleboat, lads.
Harpooning is a part of upgrading Edward and his gear. There are many different types of creatures to harpoon, and they are all needed to get every single upgrade.
Steady now, lads. Success! It's weakening! The bastard's torn the rope! Stay sharp, lad.
This is one of the smaller harpooning targets. Just imagine taking on a great white shark or a blue whale.
This one's dangerous!
The harpooning activity itself has upgrades, and you will need them to take on the bigger targets. You can upgrade the health of the rowboat, the number of harpoons you carry, and the damage of the harpoons themselves. This was just a tease of the activities and locations. There is tons more for you to experience. Thank you for watching. Street 4 Black Flag, and I am proud to be showing you our city's stealth and main assassination walkthrough. At this point in the story, we're going after a man named Julien Ducasse, an arms-dealing Templar. To get him, we're gonna head to Havana to build up Edward, but on our way, we're gonna let ourselves get distracted by this unidentified cavern. To access this specific cavern, you need a diving bell. The diving bell is a real 18th century device that sailors and pirates use to access deeper waters, shipwrecks filled with treasures, and secret entrances to caves and cenotes. Here, you're getting a little taste of the underwater. A lot of ambient life, predators, fish, a very lively and dense environment, and this is something that we're really able to push with the next gen, to have this really incredibly dense and detailed environment. As you can see, Edward does not have his weapons or tools. This is the risk you take when you access the underwater caves. Let's whistle to attract this guard's attention. This specific enemy is what we call an agile. They carry blades. Taking him out allows us to take his blade and use it for ourselves. We've also enhanced the eagle vision so that you can tag enemies and see them through walls. It's important for us to push the stealth and make it a viable way to play this game if you choose to. Now that we've caused a distraction, this guard begins to investigate. We can take that to our advantage and take him out. Disarming is another tool that you have as an assassin to steal the enemy's weapon and gain the advantage. Being a great assassin makes you a better pirate. Once you learn and master the tools you have in your hands, you'll be able to stealth through almost any situation. Everyone has this picturesque vision of what the Caribbean is. The Next Gen has helped us deliver on this promise and dream. Now that we've finally reached Havana, one of our 3 major cities, along with Kingston and the pirate haven Nassau, each city has a unique flavor and feel. Havana is a Spanish-styled city. It was built as an homage to the cities from AC2. We love the roof running and the verticality of those cities, so Havana was built with that in mind. Cities are great places to find a lot of activities, shops, and ways of making money. We'll earn money by doing this contract and taking out a local Templar. This is a side activity and not one of the main assassinations. We have many of these, and it's a great way to earn cash. Climbing and free running is very important to the brand, as you can see. Havana has been built with this in mind. Lots of ways of getting on roofs and finding access to hidden areas. Now that we're near the target, using Eagle Vision will assess the situation. We can see some guards around. With these contracts, we can earn more money if we remain undetected. So let's take out the possible threats before going after our target. There are many opportunities to take him out. See if you can spot them all, but for now, there is an easy one in front of us with the explosive barrel. So we'll free aim and take him out that way. Since we were undetected, we also got that cash bonus. And now we escape the scene. Now that we've escaped, we'll take a look at our map of Havana. As you can see, there's a lot of activities, missions, and collectibles. Lots for you to do, but for now we'll head to a shop to upgrade Edward's guns. You can upgrade Edward to carry up to 4 pistols, but here we are going to upgrade the guns themselves. Since we're after the weapons dealer Julian Ducasse, we will upgrade to the most powerful pistols our money can get. And of course, there's a lot of customizations and upgrades you can get for Edward. So we've left Havana and reached our target's hideout. Here we can see that Ducasse is on that man of war off in the distance, so we'll have to go through this jungle to get to him. Jungles are places where we really push the immersion and the feel. With Next Gen, we're able to have a lot more physics on the plants, translucency through the foliage, better lighting, and much more dense environment. Now that we've reached the village where Ducasse's ship is docked, we want to remain undetected so that we can reach him. Here we have a new hide spot called the Hiding Door, good for taking out a guard and keeping his body hidden. You are a true assassin when height is in your favor. In every location, we've made access to rooftops easy. This, along with strong stealth rules and mechanics, are what fans have been looking for. We're showing off a new weapon, the blowpipe. Using Bllck darts, you're able to manipulate and control the AI to attack his own allies, even animals, and Edward himself if the player is not careful. There are many ways to get onto that ship. We can go up to the masts, we can go from the front, but for now, we're going to take him out from the stern of the ship. Now that we've reached Ducasse without alerting him, let's use our newly upgraded pistols to take out some of his guards, and finally, a headshot to take him out. Unique characters we created for the